Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. We are from Group 4, consisting of me, Lestiana Uswatun Khasana, and my friend Naila Sakira Fadila, want to talk about English language learning strategies, improve memory in the classroom. First one is introduction. Memory is one of the most important aspects of language learning. Without concrete memory strategies, English language learners can become overwhelmed with the amount of information they will be required to remember, classify, manipulate, and produce. In the classroom, learning strategies can take a variety of forms. Nevertheless, they always help the student acquire, store, retrieve, or use information or language. They are specific actions that learners take to solve a problem and to make learning easier, more effective, more enjoyable, more independent, etc. English language learning strategies can be either direct or indirect. Memory strategies are classified as direct strategies because they directly and explicitly involve the target language. They require the student to mentally process the language. Indirect strategies support or manage language learning without directly involving the language. For example, using music to lower students' anxiety while studying is an indirect strategy. The second one is the story behind memory strategies. This strategy has always been popular in learning circles and can be found throughout history. Before literacy was widespread, memory strategies aided individuals in remembering and passing on information. While literacy has lessened the necessity of memory strategies, you have probably still used them and been taught how to use them in your own education. Many individuals today have used acronyms, associations, physical responses, or reviewing techniques to learn things like the planets in the solar system, the keys on a piano, or parts of the body. The third one is types of memory strategies. In English language learning, memory strategies are helpful for storing and retrieving information related to language. There are four main types of memory activities. Number one is creating mental linkages. Creating a mental link is an incredible tool when learning a language, especially English. Things like grouping language into meaningful units, associating new information with concepts already memorized, or placing new words and language into a sentence, conversation, or a story are all types of memory strategies that create links. The key to creating a mental link between new and old information is that the old information must be personally meaningful to the individual. If they don't create the link, it's less likely to take root. Activity. When working on parts of speech, have students assign a different color to each part of speech. Noun, red, adjective, blue, verb, yellow, etc. Then, have your students rewrite their vocabulary list in different colors according to the word's part of speech. This will allow them to form a mental link between color and part of speech, allowing them to remember the parts of speech and the classification of vocabulary words more easily.
Number two is applying image and sounds. Human beings naturally apply image and sounds to certain feelings, words, and experience to create link with memory. When students relate new information to meaningful information, create a map or web of words based on meaning. Choose keywords with auditory or visual links, or remember information based on sounds. Their memory can be activated and strengthened. Activity. When teaching abstract terms, Have students take 5 minutes to draw or create a picture to represent the term. For example, if you are teaching the word compassion, students may draw a picture of someone helping an elderly person cross the street. Decoupling between an abstract term and an image can help them remember the meaning of the word to use at a later date. Number 3 is reviewing well. If you have ever learned anything at any point in time, you will know that review is critical. We've all heard that your brain is a muscle, and if you don't use it, you lose it. This is 100% true in English language learning situations. Reviewing well can mean different things to different individuals, and it often takes some time for students to figure out what works for them. Nevertheless, there are a few key principles that apply to everyone, and these are the things you should emphasize in your classroom. Activity. One of these best ways to review and or learn something is to teach it. Put students into expert group of 3 until 4 and give each group a different topic that they have learned to review together and teach to the other students separately. You can structure day planning however you'd like or teach for 5 minutes, come up with an activity, come up with a set of discussion, question, etc. After the students have had time to talk to the expert group, take your group of 3 until 4 and put the students into sharing groups. This group should have one person from each of the original group. In these sharing groups, your student will take turns teaching and sharing what they discuss with their expert groups. This is great for making sure every student has time to talk and teach. And the last is employing actions. Some individuals are more inclined to learn through physical actions or by relating new information to those actions. While this can be a learning style or kinesthetic, it can also be a language learning strategy to overcome issues with memory. There are a variety of ways to bring kinesthetic learning into the classroom. When learning actions, it can be helpful to act out that action. Or, if you are going over a new expression, it can be helpful to link it to a physical sensation. Activity. If your students are working on the vocabulary terms for taste, be sure to provide snacks for them to taste as they learn. As you taste the food and discuss the word, model a facial expression for them as associate the new information with. For example, teach your student about word sour. Give them a little bit of lemon juice to taste, and scrunch your face as many people do when tasting something sour. This link to physical action will aid them in making more mental connections between vocabulary terms. Conclusion. Memory strategies are most effective when used in conjunction with indirect strategies such as paying attention, reducing anxiety, or encouraging yourself. Memory strategies are just one aspect of language learning strategies. However, they are often the most basic and important of the 3 types of direct strategies. Helping your students remembering information regarding the English language is vital to their learning. Without memory strategies, students won't be able to apply or use the language. That's our explanations about English language learning strategies to improve memory in the classroom. Thank you for watching. Bye!